Hello, everybody. GM, GNG, whatever, wherever part of the world you're at. So really happy to have a very special guest with us today. But more so than anything, I'd like to give a shout out to all the community members that from abroad that are just tuning into our YouTube channel, seeing us on LinkedIn and our X accounts. So we're broadcasting live from Southeast Asia. I am right now in Vietnam, in the beautiful Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon to many of us that have never traveled here before. And joining us today is Natalie from Fox Wallet. So where in the world are you, Natalie? And tell us what you do at Fox Wallet.
Hi, Claudio. Thank you so much for having me today. I am having a little bit of a connection problem. I don't know why. So in case I don't hear, we might have to be getting back to the questions, but I got I got everything. So yeah, thank you so much for inviting me and Fox Wallet here. And I'm very happy to have this conversation today here with Metapool. Because we recently announced the integration and now Metapool is available on Fox Wallet. And users can find it. So my name is Natalie. I'm also in Southeast Asia at the moment. That's what we're saying. We both have the lights off behind us. I've been with Fox Wallet for about 2.5 years. Yeah, 2.5 years. So basically, I started with the team just right after Fox Wallet was launched itself. So I've been growing in Web3 together with the project. I didn't hear very well, but should I do the introduction of Fox Wallet right now as well, or a bit later? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So, Fox Wallet is a mobile app as well as a browser extension. While the browser extension is only on one network, I will focus on the mobile app because this is also where we have Metapool as well. So we have around 80 plus different networks, including Solana, EVM, Tron, like all sorts of Cosmos as well, so all sorts of different, blockchain mechanisms in general. And we have staking available there. We have restaking as well. We've got inbuilt same chain and cross chain swaps. We have a discovery page with all sorts of different projects and ecosystems. One of those is actually specifically for restaking, and this is where users can find Metapool. This is where they literally connect to Metapool and use it within Fox Wallet. Apart from that, Fox Wallet obviously has a lot of different security features, which I do hope we will go through today later on as well. Apart from them, obviously we provide this multifunctional platform for the users and a way for them to connect to anything in Web3, because this is the way to connect into the Web3, right? How do you get in? This is through a wallet. So Fox Wallet is that kind of place that gives you like a great user experience, a great user interface as well, which is easy to navigate. One of the things that a lot of users are kind of looking forward to is basically having a wallet where everything is easy. This is what you want, but at the same time, you can connect to anything. So this is what we're doing at Fox Wallet. Of course, we have NFTs integrated, different tokens integrated. In terms of NFTs, there's like 6 or 7 different networks that we have those on, and users obviously can store them. We have domain name integrations, so there's no need for any like long wallet addresses or anything. Generally, for all the networks, users have this like one profile page, which you can't call it a chain abstraction, but at the same time, it kind of like helps users understand all the assets, all the things that they have across all the various networks without any need to switch between them, to see everything. They have it all right there on one page, which is fantastic, and they can have access to all the different wallet address types in one page as well, so it's super easy, to copy paste it and then quickly send it to someone or share it with someone. That's in a nutshell about Fox Wallet. Happy to continue the conversation and talk more about Metapool and Fox Wallet and about restaking in general.
Thank you very much, Natalie. So for us at Metapool, we've integrated a couple of wallets during this last 3 years. I think this is our first wallet that for us, we made a very specific engagement with. Normally, we do integrations, and we don't really think too much about it in regards to just how tightly we integrate with them. Right? For us, it's just, do they work? Is there any security concerns or whatnot? Right? So we look into those. But for Fox Wallet, we did a integration of a very specific product that we built, which in this case is a restaking aggregator service. And so, for many of you that are new to the space, or maybe are not very knowledgeable what restaking is, in a nutshell, restaking is providing a consensus and security mechanism based on the capital being locked in different LSTs. So right now, the underlying service is it's an ABS, which is an automated validator system that is being offered by the different restaking providers. In this case, we have three partners. We have Solayer, we have Allstake, and we have Picasso Network. And we're aggregating all of three. And so whenever you deposit your LST, it could be MSOL or Marinate Sol, can be a Blaze Sol or BSOL, Jito Sol, and even native Sol. Then we automatically grab that LST and then deposit it in the different ABSs or the restaking services. But in a nutshell, is restaking is allowing third parties to leverage that a security and consensus mechanisms based on the capital being staked in LSTs. Now, I know for many of us that are a little bit skeptical in new technology, just understand that it is experimental, right? Restaking right now doesn't provide any yield at the moment, although there's going to be some good announcements coming soon. I cannot disclose, but there's already ABSs that are providing a yield, so be on the lookout for that. So in the case for Metapool, when we created this restaking service, what we did was basically we will give at least a 90 to 120 day period where people who deposit their LSDs, the underlying smart contract, what it's doing right now is that it's doing leverage staking. So that means that we're leveraging Drift and Camino, grabbing that LSD, unpacking it, and and restaking it back again on an LSD, and providing that yield back to the users in its full capacity. So that's why we're right now giving around 10% APY if you decide to deposit your liquid staking tokens with us. So without further ado, what does Fox play role? What role does Fox Wallet play here? For us, it's a native integration with a mobile wallet. And this is something really interesting for us because we believe that the future of all blockchain technology is going to be run through our mobile devices one way or another. So there's, of course, a couple of services where having access to a desktop it gives a sense of security. But to the rest of the world, 99%, it is done through the mobile wallet, especially here in Southeast Asia. So in this case, Natalie, what key role does Fox Wallet play in Solana's restaking ecosystem? How do you see Fox Wallet being this kind of gateway into allowing folks to discover what restaking is in Solana?
Yeah, so if you don't mind, I'll kind of refer also back to what you said about the mobile wallet and generally the mobile applications. Yeah, they do feel a little bit more, if you think about it, actually they're technically a bit more secure in this sense, yeah, because I mean it's you're less likely to click on something, on some random link on the mobile app rather than on the computer. Let's be honest in that sense, right? And generally, mobile app feels like a mobile phone as well in a way. It's like it's something that you can put in your pocket, so you already subconsciously you think about it as if it's something in your pocket, in your hand, rather than the computer is something a bit larger, so it's a different sensation, even on a psychological level. That's why it does work in, yeah, especially in Southeast Asia as well. It's everything is on a mobile wallet. People are very how can I say, they're very enthusiastic about all these new technology and anything being very easy to use, easy to navigate, and mobile app gives something like that. Now, regarding Fox Wallet and in the whole Solana restaking ecosystem, so something that I previously mentioned, as a wallet, we are trying to provide a multifunctional platform which is easy to use and at the same time secure. So basically, we give an entrance. Yeah, it's all entrance. It's a very popular word, a connector. Yeah, Fox Wallet is a connector. It's an entrance, to anything that you want to do in Web3, right? Because let's be honest, you need, in order to participate in restaking, first you need some Web3 assets, right? You need some crypto assets. In order to do that, you need to hold them somewhere, right? Like without a wallet, you can't really do anything in that sense, right? So once you have your assets, that's when you go and you try to participate in the restaking, like this way, your assets are actually not just staying there, but you can actually use them and get some how can I say, get some benefit out of it, right? So that's one thing. So we are connecting users with the restaking platforms, in our case with Metapool, right? So we are providing the platform where users can hold their assets, where users can see their assets, and where users can connect to different dApps and, use the product, right? Now, another important thing is obviously the whole security issue, is something you mentioned before. And in general, like, while wallets provide the platform, they also have to be secure and stuff. So yeah, obviously there's lots of different measures that we use for that. But yeah, we provide the security. So users understand that while they're using restaking options on Solana, they're also safe there. They understand that their accounts are being like monitored in a secure way. I'm trying, just because I'm thinking the word monitor might sound a little weird, but in the sense that it's being monitored, but the security layers that we've applied there, right? So they are being monitored 24/7, just to understand that if there's any kind of possibility of anything, users will be warned or users will be protected in general, right? So this is our role. And the last most important thing is something that you mentioned about the benefits that users can get. Yeah, their profits, right, from restaking. So what happens when you finally receive your benefits? They obviously get sent to your wallet. So that's why you need a wallet, right? You keep your assets there and you also get the profits on the wallet as well. And you need to understand that you can always connect to the wallet, you can have it. And as per me, I personally prefer having my wallet on my mobile phone, to be fair, because I feel like I have much faster access to it. It's always in my hand, unlike the computer and stuff. So it's much easier. I can always, just use my Face ID and get in it, and it's much easier in that sense, for sure. So yeah, this is our role. Our role is to be the middleman in a way, yeah, like a connector for the users who are in Web3 and who have assets on Solana, and to dApps like and restaking providers like Metapool, and to connect them together.
Perfect. Yeah, I think, like you said, right? Like immediate access to the staking rewards is something that, yes, you will see it. If you have a mobile app, you're seeing it right there, right? You can then leverage it, right? You can trade it, you can swap it. Like at the end of the day, it's there, it's yours, right? And I think that's a something that as builders we need to be more aware of, right? Like the importance of immediate access to the assets or the value being created by participating in restaking. So just a little bit of housekeeping, right? For those of you that are still a little bit on the sidelines regarding restaking, and and it's very important, just to disclose right now, right? Anything we say should not be considered financial advice. Please do your own research. Uh, Crypto it imposes some risks, So just be aware of it. Please do not put all your savings into into it. Where everybody's excited about it, but just be mindful, right? And so with restaking, one of the benefits that and this is there's three in any protocol. You should see it as being three tiers, right? One is for the user, and here, of course, is the APY, right? That's kind of like why people get into it. Now, the second thing is that it's composable. That means that you have access to a liquid staking token called MP-SOL. This can be used then indexes or trade it or swap it as well. I think a very important part here that we're bootstrapping right now the protocol, so there's still no farming opportunity regarding it, but the clear opportunity here is that you'll get on top of your LST's APY, you will get an extra APY on it. So that's something that by in itself, that's the benefit. Now, as an ecosystem, right, how is this benefiting the Solana ecosystem? Is that it allows now restaking platforms such as Sollayer, Altstake, and Picasso to have the necessary capital to support their AVS system and allowing third parties to run their applications or even their blockchains on top of this capital being locked in LSTs and being used as a consensus and security mechanism. And so it is very early days. I have to be honest about this, but this for us, it's an opportunity to build on top of technology that is at the forefront of what the Solana ecosystem is building, is creating, and so it's exciting times nonetheless. But one important aspect here is that so in terms and the question to you, Natalie, right? You talked about the immediate availability of your assets on Fox Wallet. But what are some of the key benefits that it provides in terms of accessibility? Because I think people do not kind of take this a little bit for granted, and I would like for you to like go a little bit deeper into like what is it that Fox Wallet provides benefits around accessibility, and yeah, and how do we tie this over to this integration that we did with Metapool? Take it away, Natalie.
So, okay, maybe I could try to. Oh, all right, I'll probably try to navigate this as I mentioned. So, Fox Wallet is a platform. Let's call it. Let's see a wallet as a platform, basically, yeah, where you can connect to anything in the Web3, right? So, generally, as you look at it, first thing, obviously, you. I mean, just for your security, right? Like you obviously need to have you need to write down or memorize the 12 words and stuff. You have to get, well, this is the thing, but though we are working on fixing that as well, because building an AA wallet is one thing, but it only works for EVM, right? So when we talk about like different networks, with different mechanisms and how they work, that's a little bit of a different thing. So we're trying to work on that. But anyway, so obviously you need to make sure that everything is secured in that sense, and you have to have a backup key as well, right? Because this is something that we don't store in our service, so that brings the whole decentralization, right? But so once you finally get access, you have an account on Fox Wallet. First of all, in terms of accessibility, you can have multiple different accounts. Like there's you can have hundreds if you want, and it's super easy to switch between them. So just like 1, 2, 3. So let's say in my case, right, for example, I have an account that is a demo wallet, for like partners and stuff to see, or if I need to show it to anyone, there's another wallet for example, that I use when I get certain benefits, like certain earning stuff and whatever, there's another wallet where I hold this and that. So you can switch between all of these. And this is one of the things in terms of accessibility, you can have different wallets for different things, especially if you're really into, in the whole Web3 industry, so you can have different purposes right there. Another important thing that I mentioned, and something that really gives you this great accessibility within the Web3 is the UI, the user interface on Fox Wallet, because you have access to all the networks that all the assets that you have on different networks on one page. So literally you can have a profile page with all the networks or within then a specific network, right? So when you have access to a specific network, no, sorry, to all the networks all together, you see all the assets that you have, meaning like NFT or any kind of token if you want, I don't know, anything that you have, any Web3 assets, you have access right to them directly, and you see everything right there. And in this case, for example, if you participate in the Metapool staking, right, your assets that you would get, like, I don't know, any benefits or any kind of what you have done there, right, it will be available right on that page, so you don't really need to jump around and try to switch between different networks, and to see this and that. It's all right there on one profile page. And this is something that gives you a great sort of feeling like everything is available in front of your face, so you don't have to bother, like, are my assets there even, like, so before, like, not to give yourself a scare, it's right there, so you can see it all at the same time. Another important thing, so in general, when we talk about accessibility, is how to access Metapool on Fox Wallet. It's actually super easy because obviously you have like a toolbar at the very bottom of the wallet where you see like things like my profile, me, and one is called discovery page. So this is where you discover Metapool. So on the discovery page, right in the middle, there is a section called restaking, and Metapool is number one right there. So what you have to do is just to click on it, and obviously you will be referred to the third-party website, which is Metapool website in this case. But because we're using different like security measures also to sort of access different websites, different third-party websites. So in this case, specifically Metapool one has been white labeled because this has been approved by us and by the other security providers that we're using. So other third-party security providers. This is getting very like a web, like I'm going in levels. But yeah, so, and it has also been approved by other security providers
You cannot
as
be too
well.
secure when you're dealing with users' funds. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good,
yeah.
good for you.
Yeah, so it's been white labeled. So obviously, you can be sure that you are going to the correct web page of Metapool and you have access to the correct one. And then basically you just connect wallet and that's it, and it technically it goes it becomes like automatic. So you connect, the wallet connects automatically, and that's it. And this is that's when you can participate in the restaking right there. You can start because the wallet is, you are staying within the mobile wallet. It's not like you're jumping to any external browser like a Safari or Google Chrome or whatsoever. You're literally staying within the wallet, which is fantastic. You don't need to be jumping anywhere else at all. And yeah, and basically whatever benefits you're getting from it or anything, whatever assets you're using for restaking, you use them automatically because they're already on your wallet address. And that's that. The only thing you obviously need to make sure of is when you connect to a certain network, right? So when you're on any wallet, actually, yeah, like for example, if you want to participate in Solana restaking in our case, you got to make sure that you are on Solana network, yeah. So this way everything is much easier and there's less friction, right? So this way you will automatically be connected to Solana network on Metapool as well, and you can enjoy the restaking. So that's that.
Perfect, Natalie. So I think one of the most important parts here is um, so as you know, so for restaking, we support different LSDs. Um, is right now Fox Wallen supporting which LSDs from the Solana ecosystem is currently Fox Wallet supporting? Natalie, if you can share that with us.
That should be most of them, though we are always very keen to add any more. It depends, like whether, like for example, if there's users who are asking. So let's say if there is a user who comes to us and says, look, I would like this certain LSD to be listed on Fox Wallet, like we have a huge need of that. They can always come on like Telegram, or Twitter is not the best in that sense, right? Because you have to leave it in the comments or something, right? So I would say Telegram or Discord are the best options, and if the user has a need for that, we are always happy to do the listing. Obviously, like we would get in touch with the team and stuff, but I believe for now, most of them are listed already. So yeah.
Perfect. So so in the case of understanding the perspective from new users coming to Fox Wallet, what are some of the best practices that you want to share with us in regards, because for maybe many some folks that are right now listening to us, maybe they don't know, it's their first time they're hearing about Fox Wallet. So you're in the App Store, Play Store, go through the how do they get access to Fox Wallet?
Yeah, it's actually, yeah, basically you have to download the application. The best way to do it is obviously to go to our website, because this is where you get the links to all the download options. Our website is foxwallet.com, and there you can get access to a Google Play version of Fox Wallet, to a Android version, and then to iOS version, yeah, which is the Apple version as well. I mentioned we have a browser extension, but it's a very separate thing. It's only on one network. So in this case, obviously these three ones are the best options, I think. Yeah, Google. I'd say the most we get from Google Play, actually, from what I remember. Yeah, Google Play is the most popular, and it's something that also mostly works in Southeast Asia as well. Like it's a very popular thing here.
Yes, I reckon I've seen a lot of iPhone users, to be honest. It really, at least in Bangkok, I saw a lot of people with iPhones. It's quite a thing. Maybe it was the zone that I was moving in. I was pretty downtown, but I know, for example, Latin America, that yes, like Google is, or how can I say, Android phones are more are are what most people use, the most used mobile phone. So now so now let's say, okay, so the user now has a Fox wallet, right? They've saved their passphrases, right? Hopefully securely. Uh, so Fox wallet is a non-custodial wallet, correct,
Yeah.
Natalie?
Yes, that's right.
And
Yeah.
so
So we
for users that are hearing this term for the first time, what does it mean that it's non-custodial? Let's go
well,
through that and
means
take it from there.
yeah, non-custodial means we don't ask you for your passport or anything. You know what I mean? We don't ask for your credentials. You don't need those. What you need to do is to just remember the seed phrase, which is those 12 words, because and when you need to remember them, do not take the screenshot. I know most of the people do it. I did it myself before. Don't do it. Better write it down. Memorizing it is not a good idea, because you can always forget. So writing it down is the best thing. But either way, so what you need is the seed phrase, obviously the password. You have to create the password. You can use your Face ID if you want to log in as well, if you're using something like an iPhone. I don't know if it works on Android. I'm very sorry, because I've never used an Android. I think the last time I was 15, I guess. I don't know. So I don't know if Face ID works there. But other than that, we don't ask for any credentials. We don't ask for any, like, even an email. So everything is totally in your hands. Users take care of their own account in the sense that only they know what's on their account, only they know the seed phrase, only they know the password. We don't. So there's no sort of centralized server that takes care of anything. So it's all decentralized, meaning our team has no access to that, which means your assets are only in your hands. Nobody else knows anything about them. You can only obviously see if there's any transactions happening, you can always see them on different explorers and stuff, but that's something that happens. But at the same time, nobody has any idea whose transaction that is, after all, right? Because it's all decentralized, so we have no idea. We only know the wallet address. So basically non-custodial means it's all in your hands. We don't have any access to your account in that sense. After that, obviously, users can search for different networks, see which ones they're interested in. For example, if in our case it is Solana, they could connect to Solana specifically. We do have access to like on-ramps and off-ramps on Fox Wallet, so users can purchase assets on Solana through those, basically using their bank card or anything. Or they can just send it from a different account, and that's it, so that's how it works. And after that, users obviously, can go to the discovery page, connect to Metapool in our case, or to any dApp we have. Obviously, for example, for all the networks, we have like a column of different ecosystem dApps. So ecosystem dApps are those applications that are building on a certain network. So if in our case it is Solana, we just find Solana on the network list, and there will be a whole column of different people and teams that are building on applications and those. But I mean, to get access to Metapool, it's much easier because it's right there in the middle of the page. It's a very sweet spot. So you click on it, and that's that. So it's pretty easy generally to find and connect to it. For generally for the user experience, it's pretty unintuitive, I would say. The only thing, obviously, if it's a beginner, I always suggest looking through different sort of tutorials, which we do have on our documentation. So for any user out there, new or somebody who's been in Web3, every single project, I would say, on Web3, at least every single reputable one, they have documentation on their website. So when you go to their website, you will go to like documentation, and you will find different tutorials, how to connect, how to access to certain things. You have security tips and stuff, and that, to be fair, it does help. Even me, I've been in the industry for some time, right? But when I don't know something, or I want to make sure that I do it right, I just go to documentation, find tutorials, or even like you can go to YouTube, right, and find tutorials on that certain thing, and find a way to connect or to find certain things on a certain application. So yeah, Fox Wallet does have that too. So you can check out how different networks work. Yes, we do have also a tutorial for Solana as well, so that users understand how to just generally connect to the network, just to make sure that it all works. And also very important is to always check out the security tips. Because this is for your own, protection, just to understand. Users are usually warned or like notified about different things, but still, it's always best to do that. And I already lost the train of thought because I went too far. But we were talking, yeah. So that we were talking about non-custodial, and I went too far. That's it. But anyway, sorry.
All good, Natalie.
Claudio,
I think it's important. No. You were saying some important things, right? So for many of us that when we started, it was kind of like a difficult. It was not difficult, but not used to the described protocols or applications that are custodial, non-custodial, same as the Metapool protocol, right? It's non-custodial, so we don't have access to your private keys. We will never ask for access to your private keys. We will never ask you to click on any links. So please, folks out there, be careful. There's a lot of scammers, and so people don't want to get access to your valuable assets. So please do not click on any links that anybody sends you, even if they're from family members or loved ones. Please first verify, don't trust.
Yeah.
Right?
And if the admin is texting you, that's not an admin, right?
Exactly.
Nobody can text
Exactly. Yes. So I think that you touched on a very important part, and it's the role that Fox Wallet plays in different ecosystems, right? In the case of Metapool, yes, you're providing a means for people to discover a restaking aggregator service. But from your perspective, Natalie, how do you see Fox Wallet? What's Fox Wallet role in the Solana ecosystem? I know that it's very vibrant. There's a lot of competition, right? There's like several wallets. Some of the most known or native ones, right? You got the Phantoms. You got the it's you got Backpack. You got a few ones there, right? So what's Fox Wallet's role? Where do you see what will make Fox Wallet unique in this ecosystem, in the sense of what role do you want to play, or what role do you foresee Fox Wallet playing in the Solana ecosystem?
Yeah, actually, it's a very good question that I do get asked very often. And in my opinion, so the biggest difference between native wallets and then a wallet like Fox Wallet, right, is the fact that the native wallet is focusing only on one specific network. They might have definitely, and they probably do have much more functionality within a certain network. Yeah, like they would have inbuilt native integrations with a lot of different things like staking, restaking, swapping, and or anything possible, different DeFi things, right? But in our case, it's more about diversifying, right? So we have access to all these different networks. And when I say different networks, it's not just like one or two different mechanisms, yeah, but I'm talking about not just Solana. So there's EVM, Solana, Cosmos, Tron, Ton, and also quite a few different layer ones that are very unique, and they don't really have any forks or anything, right? So in this case, we just give users access to all these completely different networks, so that they, and at the same time they can see all the assets that they have on all of these networks, so they can interact with all of them at the same time. So this is our sort of ultimate goal, yeah, because we have all these like very, very different networks all in one place, right? So for example, when the user wants to only focus on one network, I understand then it makes more sense to go to the native wallet, like we're talking about Phantom, right, for Solana. Then it makes a lot of sense, right? But in our case, it's more about diversifying. Yeah, we're a big platform that gives access to all these different things, right? And for example, even something that we did with restaking, yeah, so restaking is available on very different networks at the moment, right? And that, yeah, and that's what we are giving to the user. Yeah, the user can go to Metapool if they want, for Solana. The user can go, for a completely different network, right? Because there's different staking aggregators that have different networks. Like Metapool only chooses what they are interested, which network they are focusing on and stuff. Yeah, you can't have 80 or 90, right? It's impossible, and it doesn't make as much sense, right? So that's why we're gonna give the user, different choices. In this case, right? They want to go for Solana, they go to Metapool. They want to go for something that like another network that Metapool does, another restaking provider, sorry. So this is our ultimate goal, is like you have to have a very diversified, sort of multifunctional platform in this case.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Natalie. So we're gonna open up some questions for Q&A from the audience. So guys, gals, please shoot us your questions, your comments around Fox Wallet and around restaking, the restaking aggregator service. I think this is something that it is still quite new, to be honest. Right now, there's around 1,900 SOL being deposited right now. We just launched this, so the contract has been audited. So I think initially we ran into some issues there, but those have been solved. All assets have been there hasn't been an impact on them. But yeah, shoot your question, folks. This is prime time to do it in this community call with the Fox Wallet team right now. Please be mindful. Be respectful with the questions, of course, and we will gladly answer them. So I hear about the name service. What name services are supported by Fox Wallet? Natalie, you want to answer that one?
Yes, I want, and at the same time, God, there's so many. There's everything. So ENS, we also have .sol. We actually were the first wallet to integrate. Oh God, so Bonfida, it used to be named Bonfida, right, initially, and we were the first ones to integrate .sol on, like, there was some different kind of resolve stuff. I'm not a very technical person, so I don't remember exactly, but I remember there's a blog on that. Okay, there's a blog post on that. I can say that. So we do have .sol, we have most of the networks, to be fair. There's a lot of DIDs, a lot of domain names that we have integrated. So yeah, most of them are there. And very recently, we actually integrated ZNS as well, Connect. So users can resolve names like on Barachain and Scroll and Tyco and stuff. So yeah, everything, and definitely .sol is also there. So yeah, all the I'd say 95% of, you know, all the domain names have been resolved on Fox Wallet. So yeah, users have access to it. And by the way, Claudia, while we're on this, I wanted to mention, so you say that restaking is still a kind of a new thing, right? But you mean that specifically for Solana, right?
Exactly, for Solana. It's been live for on ETH for quite a bit of time, so
Yeah,
that's a non-issue, right? But for Solana, it's been fairly new.
But I see
We
that
got another
like
question. Yeah,
for ETH,
go right ahead.
the feedback from the communities in general was great. You know, people really liked it. So I'm assuming that on Solana it's going to be big as well. Especially that Solana has been performing pretty well recently. I mean, both of us, you've been to this the breakpoint as well, right? In Singapore. And I
Yes.
unfortunately couldn't make it, but most of the people had very positive feedback about the whole Solana performance, as well as the the way the team is sort of like what they're heading towards. Like it's a very solid background. You know, the things are happening pretty well. So yeah,
I think they're executing quite good, right? We believe that yes. There's always different comments around it, right? So I was 2 weeks ago, I was in Koh Samui for Island DAO, and there were concerns regarding restaking, right?
Mhm.
And this is an ongoing discussion. Um, so people believe that economic security is not the same as smart contract security or protocol security. Restaking is economic security. You're basically abstracting the security mechanism through the amount of capital being locked, right? So, but again, this is the why we came to build on top of blockchain technology. In hindsight, economic security and protocol security are the same thing, right? Because the base of it is the blockchain, right? The protocol itself, where the tokens are being locked, and in hindsight, that's providing the consensus and the security mechanism behind it, right? At the end of the day, yes, you are minting a liquid asset, which in this case is an LSD, which is economic, which is an asset that it has some value. You're using that value and you're depositing into another protocol, which is then abstracting the underlying economic, the underlying security and consensus mechanism of the LST. So it is, my opinion is that they're the same thing, right? If you're coming from the Ethereum from the Ethereum background, many of us that started building on top of it is because we believe in the thesis around programmable money, right? And so, and that's the ongoing debate. That's the ongoing debate of like, is it enough? I believe it is, right? Now, I am open to be proven wrong, and I'm very, how can I say, uh, um, I do not have any problems with that, right? I'm pretty, how can I say, I have the saying in Spanish, but I can't translate it right now into English. So I have a lot of peace of mind in that sense, right? That it doesn't I'm like, if I'm wrong, that it's great, right? It's like I'm looking to be proven wrong, right? Um, but at the end of the day, if we go into the fundamentals, I think they're the same thing. But then again, like as well, right? I think that somebody sent a question. Can you pop it up, Francisco? I think you pop it up. What would you say is the differentiating component of Fox Wallet over other wallets? So what's your value proposition, Natalie, from your perspective?
Okay. From my perspective, in general, I would say, okay, in general, I would say that's something that I mentioned before. It's this diversified profile that we have. Yeah, the net with the very different networks that we have there. And I don't think there's any other wallet that has these many such different networks at the same time. But from my personal perspective, I think it's the UI and the UX, because the product team are focusing a lot on making Fox Wallet as easy to use as possible, as easy to navigate as possible. And it is very easy, because when I just joined the team, I knew very little about Web3, so for me, I was discovering everything, and it was very easy to use. This is how I actually was learning, which means, it was very easy to use. So UI and the UX is a very strong point for Fox Wallet, and combined with security at the same time, makes it a perfect choice.
Perfect. Any more questions, folks? We got a few more minutes, so take this opportunity. One important aspect here, and I think on the community side, talk to us a little bit about that, Natalie, because I believe that that's something that sometimes goes a little bit unmentioned, and I believe that folks want to understand that, yes, I'm downloading Fox Wallet, but I believe it's a little bit more than just the wallet, right? It's like you have Discord server, you have your Telegram, so there's like this interest groups inside of your community. Can you talk us through it, and what's exciting there? What do you see the community being excited for? Share a little bit of insights into that.
Okay, so sure, for sure, we have Twitter, obviously, we have Telegram and Discord. I'd say Twitter is more for like different announcements and partner announcements of Fox Wallet, so users can always see what we are doing, what's happening and stuff, obviously different campaigns. Then there's Telegram and Discord, which are also used for the same, but on Telegram and Discord, it's much easier to actually ask questions and have different sort of channels, for different things to do. So we have a Telegram channel in English, and we also have one in Chinese, so that users can ask questions in different languages if it's easier for them to ask it in different languages as well. Now obviously on those you can ask questions, you can help, you can ask for assistance as well. We have administrators. Mind, administrators never DM you. This is a very important point, because it does happen. Scammers, what they do, they would take the profile picture of the administrators, and they would write the name exactly almost the same as the administrators, but just like there will be one little thing different, you won't notice, and unfortunately users can get tricked into that. So administrators never DM you, and it's not only about Fox Wallet, about any project. Everybody knows that administrators cannot DM you. But anyway, and we have Discord, which I'm very proud of, because our Discord is super lively. We have about, I think, almost 80,000 users on our Discord. We have different channels for different things. There's a news channel. There's also like a crazy news in Web3 world channel, like some like cool things, like what is the richest this, or what is the biggest this and stuff, like very factual information, which is cool. We have different sort of can I call it trivia? Sort of like a trivia, so like puzzles, so users can participate in different little games, and get rewards. People go to different channels to, ask questions, and there's lots of languages. So on Fox Wallet, I think right now there's 15 different languages supported, and all of those are also on our Discord as well. So you can ask questions in a different language. There's also different network channels supported as well. So for example, there's one for like Filecoin, for I'm pretty sure we also have one for Solana and stuff. So there's different networks there, so you can see the news from those networks right there without the need to even jump to their discourse. On Discord you can always ask questions as well. You can ask for assistance, which is a great thing, because there's different things you can do on Fox Wallet as well, and you can get access to those on Fox Wallet too. There's a special section called community, and you can get access to those communities. More than that, you can get access to the communities of different networks on Fox Wallet as well. So for example, you connect to Solana in our case, and there will be an Explorer, Solana Explorer, and there will be also another button with all the communities. So those are official ones. You know, we'll list them. So there will be Twitter, Telegram, Discord usually. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Natalie. So yes, you heard it right here, folks. So it's just not a wallet. It's just not a. It is not just a wallet, right? So you have folks that you can connect to, ask for support as well. So I think it's important, right? It's like you don't have to do this, go through this journey alone, right? I think it's important that you find your tribe, you have like-minded individuals and persons. Yes, some of them are going to have interesting PFPs, right? Some of them will put in their own profile picture, right? But more so than anything, just the folks that are keen, crypto curious as yourselves, and more importantly, you will find a couple of bad actors. Try to stay away from them, but more importantly, signal them, report them to the moderator, reporting them to the admins. We need to keep this industry as clean as possible, even though it's quite a daunting task. But we're trying to build this for the long term, and long term success is by keeping those around us safe, right? And more importantly, our community healthy with no grifters or bad actors there. Okay, we're coming up short on time. It's very great having you here, Natalie. Any last words you want to give a shout out? Some things that you want to share around Fox Wallet? What's happening? It's going to be Devcon is right around the corner. Just a few more weeks. Anything exciting regarding Bangkok and Devcon you want to share?
Yeah, I bought my ticket today, so literally today. So yeah, we'll be going to Devcon. Very excited about it because I love Bangkok and because it will be the last conference of this year for me. So there's that. I will make sure to meet everyone, to meet Claudio as well. So yeah. I mean, you're going, right? I remember you told me you would be going. So yeah. So yeah, going
Yes,
there
we
for
will
sure.
see each other there. No worries about that.
Okay, perfect. Not sure if we will be doing any events ourselves, but we're now looking into different options. Maybe we'll try to sponsor something. Let's see about that. But I will definitely be going to different events there, and just seeing how we can partner with different people. What else is there? What's new? Because every conference brings some new kind of wave. Something else. So yeah, quite curious what's going to be the topic this time. Like it was chain abstraction. There was a restaking at some point. There's always something, so curious what's going to be this time. And generally for Fox Wallet, obviously make sure to check out our socials. We always have different little initiatives. Users can always use our credit mall and get points for doing different things, which is also a great benefit. And also, so we very recently announced our integration and partnership with Metapool. So would be great if users, went out to check out how it looks like on our discovery page, how they like the whole, maybe they have some ideas how we can even make it better. I don't know, but I think it's right there. Like it's a very sweet spot. It's right there. It's very visible. So I think it will be very easy for the users to connect and check it out, try it out. Let us know how you feel about it, and also always make sure to visit Metapool's communities. And if you have any questions in the restaking, you can always ask Claudio or any of his team members, for assistance.
Yes, thank you very much, Natalie. So yes, definitely Devcon is right around the corner. But anyhow, so just some housekeeping. I'm here in Vietnam right now, in beautiful Ho Chi Minh City. I'll be traveling next week to Hanoi as well. So we got a couple of meetups here in Vietnam for the community here. Please check out our Twitter. I think we posted it right there. If any of the ambassadors would like to post the links here, go right ahead. But more so than anything, I want to give a shout out to the Fox Wallet team for just an amazing job of doing the integration in record-breaking time. I reckon it was a very great collaborating with your team, you and your team. Definitely, we'll see each other in Bangkok. And if any of your community members are in Vietnam, make sure to give them a shout out. We will be hosting 3 events. One with ICT Hub Vietnam, the other one with Super Team Vietnam as well. And then we have Builders Coffee on Saturday. So it's a packed agenda here for Ho Chi Minh City. So make sure you follow our socials, and hopefully we can see each other in person. And Natalie, I'll see you in Bangkok in around 1 month, 4 weeks or so. There's going to be a lot of things. Yeah, 3 weeks, right? I think it's just time is flying by. So folks, please be mindful. It's the beginning of the week, so it's a Monday. So start slow, and hopefully you're gonna end the week with a bang. It's October now. Everybody's hopes are on high steam right now. So just let's continue building, continue collaborating, and more so than anything, just be bullish on what this technology is going to bring to your ecosystem, to your region, to you as an individual, and understand that this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. So always be careful. Please, anything we say should not be considered financial advice. There's enough documentation in the websites for you to review. And we'll see each other in the next live stream. Thank you very much, Natalie, for coming in. And to everybody, good morning, buenos dias, buenas noches, good night, good evening. Stay safe, everybody. Until next time, keep on staking. Cheers.
Thank you, Claudio and Metapool. Bye-bye, guys.
Cheers.